Spring is, honestly, I think it's kind of overrated. I mean, I know the roots of the thing are natural, but spring is less like a season kickoff of a great new TV show and more like the thing some TV shows do halfway through the season when our attention is waning, when they say, stay tuned till next week. Something so unbelievable is going to be happening, we don't even know what it is. Now, I've done my share of geoscience, and I know you can't just switch the trees on to be all green, but could we just adjust our expectations of the season on tap accordingly? Starting with the name. I think spring is kind of over-promisey. Slush or slog or even mush might be better, don't you think? Although slush is here doesn't quite have the ring of spring. It wouldn't fuel a musical, but then again, Richard Rodgers wrote that tune for a show called I Married an Angel. And I don't know about you, but my brand of romance tends to be more earthy, more practical. Which, back to the season we could just call transition or mud season, as they do in Maine and Vermont, and a lot of other places this year where the frosty snows of winter will transition to, I don't know, could we call it summer's less polished opening act, or a gateway to allergies? And that, I have to confess, is another thing I dread as the sun equilates between the Knoxes, whatever they are. I mean, if I can't see the flowers, why should I have to sneeze about them? My local naturopath tells me that I should be eating 1 tablespoon of local honey a day to counter my natural reactivity to nature. Now, I'm not so sure about the kumbaya of her prescription. I mean, come on, folks. I'm a Capricorn. But that gives me an excuse to drive down to the general store in the one-street town past the farm near the abandoned gas station that folks are really hoping will bloom into something hopeful this year. It's the place where we can bump into the owners of the apple orchard across the not-quite highway from the fallow field where the peach stand will be sited later this year, when the Bluegrass Festival will be happening another mile up the road on a green expanse of grass set between the red rocks and the river that took the place over for most of the year before last, but couldn't win out because in the end, the only way through is forward. Yep, spring is here, and I guess there really is a lot to love about that. I think I'm going to go outside and celebrate by tiptoeing through the no-lips.
You can ask any soap bubble, what's the use of all the trouble? To fly high like a rainbow if you pop. There's a million useful uses for a heart that's free of bruises. We could hop, 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 hop. Spring